Welcome to the Graps podcast. Episode 4 of our consistent era. Eventually I'm gonna stop saying that, but it's not this week.
The people know.
I'm Brainbuster, that is Khalid. Brainbuster, otherwise known as Matthew. That is Khalid, also known as Majma. We are here to talk about the weekend. What happened, what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
On the next night of the G1 and on Dynamite. So, yeah, I mean, fucking, how'd you enjoy the weekend of Graps? How'd you like the fucking, I guess, the first thing we're talking about is the G1. So, like, I guess talk about start there. How'd you like the first night of the G1?
The very first night of the G1. Honestly, I can say this about both nights. I'm noticing like people are wrestling better than I personally expected.
Yeah,
they're like I seen someone tweet earlier like they were saying it seems like Gato went back there and told like y'all need to lock in or I'm letting you go. Like I'm putting y'all on the streets. I'm having y'all like
it was either Ghetto or it was Tana.
Yeah, Tana. So somebody told them somebody told them like, hey, y'all need to lock in. Cause like that first night, that first match that Evil had with
Gabe Kidd.
Was it Gabe? Yeah, Gabe
Kidd. Like good. Like Evil's best
good
match.
Yeah.
Well, he had the Mox match was good. So like besides the Mox match, so Evil's like first good match in like a while. Yeah. Like a long time.
He doesn't really do good singles matches. Really, like I can't even think off the top of my head. The best Evil's matches that I know is from like when he was tagging with fucking Bushi.
Yeah.
Just doing like tag runs with Sonata and things like that when he was in LIJ. So like singles wise, that's crazy. This is probably his best match ever. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was fucking really good. And even with like there was some ref bullshittery, but it was still good. Like it was. Yeah, it was like, it didn't like really, I mean, it kind of did. I was gonna say it didn't really affect the match. It kind of did, but it was still good. I liked it. I think the biggest example of like this G1 being like an uptick in quality for New Japan in general is Yuya. Because Yuya, like the first two nights has been fucking great. It's weird. I don't know what happened. The heat storm kicked in because he had a great match against David Finlay, which is like
that's
weird as fuck. Because like it being against David Finlay, that's crazy. Not that, again, I've always said David Finlay is not as bad as people make him out to be, but he's also not great. He had a great match against David, and then last night his match against Goto was fucking awesome, bro. Dude, it was good. Like it started off pretty slow, and I was like, "All right, guys, let's get to it, guys." But once it got to it, I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, it's legitimately made me reevaluate where I stand with Yuya. And he's got Cobb, and then it's Cobb, and then somebody else that Peps told me. But these next two matches should also be like pretty good. So. We're gonna have a conversation about Yuya Uemura eventually, and then obviously G1 the first night. Let's get Takeshita. What's up?
His next match is Takeshita.
Yeah, that's bro. Those next two matches are gonna be fucking sick. So like
main event as well.
Those next two matches are gonna. Is that Tuesday?
That's gonna be tag for the 25th.
Okay.
That's,
so like
Friday, I think Thursday
or Wednesday night, like late Wednesday night for us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Takeshita and Tsuji, obviously. I mean, holy mother of shit.
Come on now,
bro.
Come on.
Like this had my timeline like condemning Tony Khan because of how fucking good Takeshita looked in this match. His presentation, it's so easy.
It's so easy.
All you have to do is let him go out there with like another capable wrestler and let him do his thing.
Something just like
At worst, you get Takeshi Tommy Billington, which is like 3.5. Still good.
3.5.
Still good. At best, you get Konosuke Takeshi versus Yota Tsuji, Takeshi versus Kenny, all that kind of shit. I mean, it's just he's an unbelievable talent, and this match is like, it was like I tweeted out. It wasn't pretty. Like they were fucking wrestling, bro. Like I'm pretty sure it was kind of a botch that like I think it was on the Spanish Fly, Takeshita fell or whatever. But it added to the match because it just added to the ruggedness of it. Like they were genuinely fucking grappling. It was so good. I fucking loved it. And then like we'll talk about it later. But then what Takeshita did last night, unbelievable wrestler. Hinare and Oleg Boltin, night 2.
We should talk about Oleg's gear. We should talk about his gear.
I know we should. Oleg's fucking gear is awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, bro.
I made the comparison again on Twitter last night. He reminds me so much of Alexander Otsuka. I don't know if you've watched him. He's like a battle arts guy. And he just goes out there in the most fucked color combos and wrestles like a freak. And that's exactly what Oleg does now. So, like, Oleg before was already like a freak. Yeah. But this fucking gear, bro. It's like
I like that hat, bro.
The hat too in the entrance is so fucking cool. He's so good. The Hinare match was fucking like great. It was fantastic. A lot of just grunting, screaming.
Caveman Graps.
Caveman Graps. Yes, bro. That's exactly what it fucking is.
It is. Yes, sir.
I already talked about Yuya and Haruki, and then Shota and Shingo made me happy because listen, Shota still looked like he was in excruciating pain. However, not as much, and also it was a good match. Who did he wrestle the first night? I forgot.
Shota, Callum.
That's right. So like, Callum's not the greatest wrestler, obviously. So I know he like didn't have the greatest opponent to have a good match, but after like seeing some clips of the match, I was pretty worried. I was like, is Shota dead? Is Shota Yuya? Is it? Are we reversing the roles? But yeah, I mean, he's back. It seems like at least.
They're gonna have to keep it up with the painkillers, man. Keep feeding them fucking painkillers. Just
get him on an IV, man.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do double dosage until late August, and then you can put him on a break. Let him heal that hip, and then probably get some stem cells in there, and then let him bounce back. With the fully healthy Shota, and then we have Yuya back on his game with a Yoda who's looking for the title. I feel like the young guys, outside of Ren, is we're on to something. Okay, we're on to something.
We're getting there. I think it's safe to say we're getting there. We're getting at the very least we're getting to like really realize like figuring out what these guys are. Like Yoda is, if he's not a finished product, he is like really really close to being a finished product. Shota, I still think he has like some work with his look. He should have just never changed it. But
he should just grow if he grows his hair back out, it'll literally be fine.
The gear is not good.
His gear sometimes
it's like Young Bucks gear, bro. The fucking tassels and the stars on it. It's it's not good.
What has me frustrated is like I liked his look before. I understand everyone's like, oh, he looks too much like Tana. Like even even Naito said that. Like Naito's like
the thing is, like Tana, his hair, like not really. Like I see the comparison, but the gear was like okay, like this is essentially just Tana's gear from like Wrestle Kingdom 13. Like that's just kind of what it is. If he just changes his gear and gets his hair back, he'll be fine. But right now, just him walking out, I'm like, this isn't the future.
This isn't the future, man.
On the other hand, Yota Tsuji walks out there
Okay.
with gold-plated tights, just
Man.
looking like a god.
Yeah. Man.
So after the first 2 nights of the G1, these are the standings. It shouldn't take that long for me to go through it. A block,
Mhm.
Zack Sabre Jr. and Evil are tied for first with 4 points.
Mhm.
Jake Lee, Colin Newman, Shingo, Gabe Kidd, Sonata, and Shota all have 2 points. Naito and Great Okan both have 0 points.
Mhm.
And then B block, Yuya and Hinare are tied for first with 4 points. Takeshita, Cobb, Oleg, Narita, and Suji all have 2. And then ELP and Goto and David Finlay all have 0. So, my Goto G1 agenda is not
Not
looking
looking too
great.
good.
It's not looking great.
Not looking good at all.
I gotta get him a win though, you know what I mean? Please? Holy fucking Christ. I hope so. I don't know what his next match is, but man.
I think his next match is Oleg.
Oh.
I think.
The thing is, how many
Yeah,
points does
Oleg.
Oleg have? 2.
It's 2. Yeah.
I would have preferred Oleg to beat Hinare. That's just me though, I guess. But whatever. Night 3 doesn't look great. Well, you got Cobb versus Takeshita. That's the only B block match on the show tomorrow night. And then the rest are all A block. Callum versus Zack Sabre Jr., Shingo versus Great Khan, Shota versus Gabe, which that should be. That should be good, at least. Sonata versus Evil, and then Naito versus Jake Lee. So a night off for Naito. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
there,
honestly, based off the way the first 2 nights went, I can't even say like, oh, like a car looks bad now, because like, again, it just seems like some people they seem to care a bit more for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So are they like this is higher quality than what they're usually delivering? So I'm gonna go into some of these cars a bit more hopeful than I was before, because there were some of these cars where I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
what
Because like
the
even
fuck?
last night was like it wasn't a fucking like blowaway show, but it was
Yeah.
better than I thought it was gonna be. Genuinely.
Right.
At least stuff that I watched.
Yeah.
Collision.
Let's talk about Collision. Yeah.
Darby versus the Beast Mortos. Oh, first of all, let
Talk about the view.
Yeah.
The view.
The arena looks fucking, or it's called a stadium. It's not a stadium. The warehouse looks pretty fucking sick. The stage is just like the usual esports stage, but they put another screen above it, and then they turned like because like the entranceway I don't think is usually the entranceway. I think it's like the edge of where like the monitors would usually be whenever the people are playing. But they turned it into that, and it's fucking sweet. I think it looks awesome. On camera it looks fucking great. I'll be there on Friday for Death Before Dishonor, so I will let you guys know on Monday how it goes. I'm not. I'm like a little more worried than I was last night about my view. I've seen more pictures, and I'm just. I might be fucked. We'll see what happens. One guy with a sign at the wrong angle, and I'm dead. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might if it's not sold out, I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not sold out though, I might just I'm just changing seats. Yeah. I've done it at every other show I've been to. So if somebody gets mad at me, eat a fucking dick. Now, Darby versus Mortos was fucking incredible. Darby took a goddamn beating in this match. Really did just feel like a showcase match from Mortos. He did that sweet ass suicide dive like twisting thing.
The fucking I don't even know how like
not like physics wise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like because he runs, he comes out sideways, kind of like just throwing his torso, but then he turns.
He does a full fucking spin.
Full spin. He almost landed it. He had his feet hit the ground, but he bounced up. So it was like, okay, cool. But like, That's just crazy. He also did that fucking military fucking press.
Yeah, like the military press off of the top rope on Darby was unbelievable. It was
I
like,
thought he was just gonna drop him, but then he turned him. I was like,
yeah.
oh my god.
When I say this was a Mortos showcase, literally until the last like 30 seconds, Darby just bumped, and then Darby like, I don't know, I don't even know what he did. I don't know what he did. He did something and then hit a coffin drop and then won. Like, and then he cut a promo afterwards on the Young Bucks talking about how shitty they are. I guess. Fuck the Young Bucks. I guess. Sky Blue. Okay, sorry.
He also
Oh yeah, you're right.
Perry. Yeah.
He essentially challenged Jack Perry to All In for the TNT title, which I'm a little like. The match itself isn't bad. I think the match should be good. However, Jenny, I said this already. Jenny proposed Darby as Hangman's opponent at All In, and I feel like it's perfect. I really do feel like it's perfect. But it seems like they're going Hangman versus Okada, so we will see how that goes, I guess. Sky Blue versus Hikaru Shida was after that. Sky Blue, unfortunately, hurt her ankle. It seemed like she broke it. She tore something, something like that. So hopefully it's not too bad. The landing did look a little fucked up. And then later in the night, Hikaru Shida kind of cut like a heel-ish promo, challenging Britt Baker to a match on Wednesday. So we're getting that. We'll get more into Dynamite later, but I believe directly after that was FTR, which I would like to talk about a little bit. They said that it's time to go buck hunting again, and that they want to challenge the Bucks to a match at All In for the tag team titles again for the 5th time. And they're gonna be doing like a lot of matches at the residency, the Arlington residency is what I mean. Leading up to that point, I assume just to earn their title shot. I really need Tony Khan to try his best to rehabilitate this tag division so that we can have a match that's even remotely worth All In, that's not fucking FTR Young Bucks, because I'm tired of it. Every time they need a big tag match, it's that.
Yeah, it's that. In like, I like to be like, oh, like they could use this team, they could use that team, but it's just like the star power. It just isn't there.
It's not there. For some reason. Like, we love Private Party, we love Top Flight, STP, we love STP. It's just not there at all. Like, I mean, you can go even deeper. The Infantry, it's not there even remotely. The Acclaimed, we're all extremely fucking tired of. So no, like actually no fucking chance. What other teams are there? I mean, Lucha Brothers are always there. It could be Lucha Brothers, and I would be ecstatic. Like, if they
haven't ran it in a while.
Bro, they haven't run it since 2021. No, they ran it on they ran it on a Rampage at some point, but it was good. So like, but if they wanted to run FTR versus Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, I'm into that. Like, if they wanted like Young Bucks, Lucha Brothers, FTR in like a ladder match or something, that would be fucking sick. I am all in on that. That's like no pun intended. That is AEW. You know what I mean? Like, that is as AEW as it gets, really. So I'm in on that. But just a straight up singles match is not it.
It's and like honestly, like it's definitely hard now, because looking at like tag teams in general, like just all over the world, like all of wrestling right now, there's not that many prestigious tag teams that are outside WWE. I mean, WWE themselves, they don't really have prestigious tag teams like in general right now.
I mean,
But
yeah,
like it was it's Bucks, Motor City, FTR. That's like the main three right there. Everyone else has like either just became tag teams in the past like 4 years, 5 years maybe, and or like they've just
I
never
mean,
been
I'm
like
trying
mainstream enough.
to be clear, we're talking about the U.S.
Yeah, yeah,
To be
yeah. But
clear,
like known in the U.S. and or just known enough to be like accepted on U.S. television and things like that. Um, but like
I mean,
even
you're right. It sucks. You're right.
like, and for me, I hate it, and I've noticed it for a while that like not even for a while, because AEW they had tag team wrestling. They rarely had it, but they a lot of their people got injured. So once AEW's tag division died, you could really see that like tag team wrestling, except for Joshis, because Stardom, Tokyo Joshi, they Marigold even their company just got started, and their tag division is already their tag matches. They're already
They don't
hitting.
even have tag champions.
Yeah, they don't
And
even have
they're
tag champs yet. They don't even have official tag teams with actual names yet.
yeah.
And their shit's hitting. So it's for like New Japan, and I'm not gonna say CMLL, but like they have so many
CMLL
fucking
is like
titles that I don't even fucking know. I don't
yeah.
even know
I'm
who's the
too
tag
new to
champ.
CMLL, but the way it seems to me is like they have a lot of factions, and
Uh-huh.
they just mix up their tag teams. So
Mm,
there's not a lot of like distinct tag teams. It's just more of like
okay. Yeah.
jumblings of factions. I could be wrong. Please tell me if
Okay.
I'm wrong. Like I'm just talking about from what it seems like
Yeah.
from somebody that has been watching them for the first time over the past year or so. Um,
Yeah.
but the U.S. is like
The US is literally it's
it's pretty bad
dry
for tag
on
team
tag
wrestling. It's
team.
just
Yeah, yeah, for tag team wrestling.
because like,
And
bro, it's fucked up. I'm like actually trying to think. Like,
there's none. There's literally like there's no again prestigious tag. There's a lot of
yeah,
tag teams in the US, but prestigious ones that can contend to be like champions of a mainstream TV wrestling show. There's not that many. There isn't. And again, it sucks. We had BCC for a little bit, but then they
the thing
since
is,
Brian
I
is
mean,
retiring is
I
like
wouldn't call it prestigious, but
yeah, they weren't even
Mox and
prestigious.
Claudio
Yeah, yeah, they
are
were
fucking great together,
yeah,
and I don't know why they
exactly.
don't team more often. Um, whatever, I guess.
If if I was New Japan or like Tana, for instance, I would tell Tony Khan, yo, give me Mox and Claudio for the fucking tag league,
Yeah, man.
and I'm putting the belts on them at Wrestle Kingdom, and then I'm just letting them have that for like 2 to 3 months,
I mean,
maybe hold it.
until like Dominion.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Dominion, Forbidden Door, even if they want to, and
True,
then
yeah.
they can lose them to whatever tag team I have established now in New Japan. Um, like Claudio and Mox versus Bushiman. Oh my fucking god! Like oh man, it's. I really hope it does get like after All In. I need to see some urgency, like, and like I know Tony Khan, like he can do it. He's done it with the women's division. The women's division right now is, and it was in the slums. Like at this time last year, it was in the fucking slums. We had a four-way between Britt Baker, who was like not clearly not 100 based off what she said, which came back.
Yeah.
You had Britt Soraya, you had Sheeta, which you were making like a transitional champion. So, once you did that, that's thrown out. And then you had Tony, who was like just getting into this gimmick that she has, which is now, the
Now it's
best
a
it's ever
success.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like before it was like no. So for the tag division, please either need a new tag team written up that's like money
That's the
or
thing, bro. Like they have so many people on their roster that are like
they do.
they could. I have always. I've said this for like a year now,
Mm-hmm.
over a year. Hangman and Lance Archer could fucking
Yeah,
kill people. They would be such a sick fucking tag team.
absolutely.
I mean, like personally, just based on like I said this, like it was a different time with Hangman's career at that point.
Uh-huh.
So like now, obviously, I'm saying like, hey man, fucking win the world title, holy shit, please. But
Mm-hmm.
like, if they wanted to, I guess it wouldn't be like a bad. After he gets a lengthy title reign, please
Mm-hmm.
put him with Lance Archer. Let those fuckers run wild. Like,
Mm-hmm.
please, like, in aesthetic, fucking Terry Gordy and fucking Stan Hansen. Like, it's just, oh my god, bro. Aesthetic meaning like how they wrestle, by the way, not
Literally right there.
Lance Archer's not Terry
It's
Gordy, but
right there.
but like that's just an example. There's so many other like chances they could have with other guys like that would
Mm-hmm.
just make for amazing tag teams, and they just don't do it. Which was like
I what?
these they've had 2 tag tournaments in the past like year. It was like the blind one last year, and then they had the one when Sting and Darby, or when Sting retired and they vacated the titles. Both of those were like pretty disappointing. However,
Yeah, because like the first blind one wasn't even like for anything. It was just, or I mean, it was for the titles, but it was mainly there just for the MJF and Adam Cole story. You know,
yeah,
like it was fucking stupid.
it's fucking
That's
dumb.
fucking stupid. That's dumb.
Like
That's dumb.
booking a whole like
A
essentially
whole tournament.
a whole tournament, but like centered around your already struggling tag division. At the time, it was even back then, it was still struggling. FTR had the titles, I believe, but like
Yeah.
still, everything outside of FTR, besides the Bang Bang Gang, was like pretty bad. So that like finally, I guess you like me bringing this up, and then you also like putting it into perspective. Those 2 tournaments kind of like damaged the tag division a lot because the fucking did something just break? What do you mean? Some news just break?
No, I just remembered that Big Bill and Brian Cage team that they had.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my
sweet.
god,
Yeah.
that team
Oh,
was
by the way,
so
bro,
good.
the fact that we forget that fucking Gates of Agony even exists is so sad.
Like it is so yeah.
That's another
They
team that they could fucking utilize
yeah.
like crazy.
Yes, utilize like crazy.
Fucking
It's
damn it, bro.
crazy.
But
Absolutely.
I think the tournament that happened this year was like a pretty good, like what's the word? Microcosm of the issue with the tag division because like
Yeah.
you put it like we were all like, holy shit, they could bring in this team, they could bring in Motor City, they could bring in. I mean, we were talking about they could bring in the Astronauts for a match against FTR in a collision, and then it ended up just being like the infantry and
It
just
was Bill and Ricky, Brody and Buddy, Infantry, FTR, Top Flight, Private Party, Fletcher and Hobbs, the Kingdom, and Cassidy and Trent.
oh, and also the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks had to be there.
Yeah, no Bucks, of course.
Yeah, it was a pretty like disappointing tournament. Having the imagery in there is wild, by the way.
Crazy. And then they beat
Buddy and Brody,
Buddy
right?
and Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just absurd. We could have had Buddy and Brody versus FTR. So yeah, I mean, long story short, the tag division is not in a great spot, and I would like them to build up more tag teams, please. Please, for the love of God, please.
And also another thing, like people's egos. Yo, listen, bro, if you're not in a single story right now, hold that fucking rope. Stop being weird.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that shit. Like, hold that fucking rope.
We need more tag teams that are like okay with being tag teams. You know?
Yes, man. Like after this, like all this elite stuff is done, if Okada's still in the company, like
What do you mean?
the I mean, like I don't know how long he signed. How long does he sign for?
Like a couple years.
Couple years? Okay, so I mean, the elite stuff be going on for like a long time. So
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I thought you were talking about like after Blood and Guts. I was like,
oh no.
he signed in March.
I'm just saying like anywhere down the line, if like Okada decides like, well, first off, if we can get like Okada, like eventually Okada and Kenny as like tag team, or like
Bro, Okada Shibata tag team.
I was thinking exactly. I was thinking that Okada Shibata tag team, like. Like Shibata doesn't have a problem holding that. He has no problem holding that tag. He does not. He does hella tag matches.
Yeah.
So, fucking bro, I swear. Oh my god, bro. Oh my please, somebody do something, please. Somebody do.
Tag team
That's what
wrestling
Mac
is so
Miller
great,
It's so it can be so
and right now
good.
it's
It can
not
be
great,
so
and that's
good
making us
right
sad.
now. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting because like I mean I could keep going and I really shouldn't, but like the only times that like tag wrestling is at its peak is well for me anyway because I watch New Japan and like most like Japanese companies is when they do their tag tournaments for like their number one contenders. So like New Japan and I believe Stardom does it too. I think, and now Mario Gold has it now, and that's fun. But like AEW, like being the main shit that's on my TV, like it's the main wrestling company that I really consume right now because it's
Yeah,
on TV.
yeah,
Um, when their tag division is lacking, like a piece, not a piece of my fandom dies, but it's like it's stagnant, it's not active because it's like
yeah. It
the
just
tag
sucks.
division isn't there. It's just not there. And like
I really
I
think that
need
like
I need them back.
AEW should operate under like 4 tournaments. They should do at the start of the
T2.
year.
Oh,
At the start of the year, they should go. They should have a women's tournament, like a women's C2, starting in like
ooh.
February to, or I get like start like late January,
Mm-hmm.
ending at Revolution, and
Okay, yeah,
then
I like that.
the Owen should be like May to ending at like Forbidden Door, or I guess they can do it at Double or Nothing, I guess if you want to.
Mm.
And then they should have a tag team tournament starting at like they could like start the Dynamite after All In, ending at Wrestle Dream. Just move Wrestle Dream later in the month, and then
Mm.
the C2. I feel like if we did that, they would have no choice but to make each division good at all times.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they would
yeah.
all be building to something at some point. I guess like
You would you would at least have your champion of that division, and you would at least have like 3 contenders every year
yeah,
if you did a tournament like
yeah.
that. Like
And
that's
then like
usually how.
obviously like the you would have like the mid card belts as well, which would
Mm-hmm.
just be like your fucking TV matches and where your
Yeah,
stories are. And not that obviously, to be clear, not that stories can't happen within tournaments because obviously they can. But
obviously. Yeah.
like you're more like traditional like pro wrestling like actual stories like
Mm-hmm.
fictional stories type shit.
Yeah.
Like storybook stories, I guess. Um so yeah, I think that would be a better fucking system for them to run on, but what do I know? So
We're just 2 guys,
we're
man.
just 2 guys.
Just two
Someone give us
guys.
billions of dollars
That's
to start a
freaking
professional
yo.
wrestling company, and we're there.
James Darnell, call my fucking phone, bro. Come on, bro. Stop playing, dude.
Give us the book,
Hire me and my boy for DPW, Mr. James
please.
Darnell. Come on,
Um.
dude.
All right, so that was our tag rant.
Yeah.
Roddy and Tomohiro Ishii had a Graps podcast invitational,
Yep.
just slapping the fuck out of each other, suplexes, lariats, great stuff. Match ended with fucking what? No, match ended with the Kingdom coming out,
Yeah, yeah.
and then Roddy hit Ishii in the fucking cock and balls, and then pinned him.
How could he? The Stone Pit Bull. How could you?
What the fuck,
Wow.
bro?
The freak.
And then after the match, the Kingdom started attacking him, and then Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly came out. So what I'm thinking is it's Kyle and Ishii versus the Kingdom at Death Before Dishonor. Yes, please. That sounds pretty good. That's
Make it a
mainly
match.
that's mainly just me hoping that I get to see Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly. But these are the games that we play.
Will this be your first time seeing Kyle?
Be my first time seeing Kyle and my first time seeing Ishii. It would be like my
Holy shit.
fucking 4th time seeing the Kingdom, but whatever. Hologram made his debut, formerly known as Aramis in AAA. He looked good, like in the ring, moves wise.
Mhm.
A little nervous is what it seemed like. He was stumbling a little bit everywhere, but the gear needs some work.
Need some work. Need
The
some work.
mask is like just a little too basic. Like, I get what they're going for. The H,
the whole H.
it makes sense. I get it. However,
I don't
needs
think
some
it's
work.
necessary. I don't think having the H everywhere is necessary.
I mean, listen, I think I'll get into it in a second. But as far as the mask goes, just add some more detail. Like, put some more stuff around the mask, like around the head, like all that kind of shit. Because right now it's fucking default call mask 8. You know, like, it's not.
They should put like some coding around his shit.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
coding.
Some
Yeah,
fucking
because
fucking zeros and ones and shit.
yeah, zeros and ones and things like that. Like that'd be pretty
Just
cool.
something like that. Something to fill the space because there's a lot of space going on. Now,
Did he even have like lettering on his tights? I don't think he did. I don't
he had an
think
H on his knee pads that did not
H
fit.
on his knee pads. Fix his knee pads, please.
Knee pads did not fit.
No, it did not fit.
His belt is that just get it out of here. It's that the belt had the H on it, which looked like the M from SpongeBob.
From
you know,
SpongeBob,
yeah, that's what it looked like. So yeah, I think in the ring he looks great. He looks good. The gear, like, it needs some work. That's all I'm gonna say on that. He wrestled Gringo Loco, and it was fun. It was a fun match to watch. And then the main event of the evening, the Patriarchy defeated the Bangman Gang for the trios titles. In a pretty good fucking match. Juice Robinson is so over. The Bangman Gang just in general are pretty over. We were like kind of gushing over how good the Guns are now. They're like great bumpers, but also like they look really good and they're just good in the ring as well. Like they're fucking pretty good grapplers.
They like really. That's another team. If they can, really, really, realistically, I feel like the Guns should spin the block on FTR before they even get to all. I really feel like that should probably happen before.
Yeah. I'm actually like pretty intrigued to see that match now.
Yeah.
Early last year they had the match and it wasn't good. But they have done a lot of work clearly because now they are like
that was their
quality in the ring at least.
Yeah. That was their first time, like I think alone, being heels.
Yeah.
And just really having to do their own stuff. They didn't have Billy Gunn to really like talk for them too much or anything like that. But like now, like yo,
if they had the many men entrance now.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Crazy. Insane. If since if Jay White's gonna be out for a bit.
Sadly,
Juice,
yeah.
Yes, unfortunately. Jay White, get better, please. We need you back for the C2, bro. We need you back for the C2. Yeah, thank you.
Where you can actually do something.
But you can go ahead and give Juice his mid card push a little bit. I feel like after All In, if Darby has a title, Darby versus Juice program, run it up. Maybe let it sit for a little bit. But hey,
we talked about it. Juice should win the TNT title. He should have like a transitional like month-long run where he's like actually getting booked on TV every week. I think that'd be awesome.
While that's going, Guns tag team matches. Let them boys get their reps in. It's just 2-on-2. Build them up. They're to me. Again, they look like they're ready to run it back. They don't even have to win. They just getting them in that environment of just being, tag team contenders, like actual contenders. They seem like they're ready to get back into that.
I mean, literally doing like putting tag teams in the spot of like contention in general is something that AEW should do more of. Private Party, Top Flight, Gates of Agony, like all of these teams should be in contention.
Yes.
Regularly. First of all, your tag team champion should wrestle regularly.
I get that. It's like
I get the gimmick.
Yeah,
hey, dude, it was bad when MJF did it. It's bad now.
Yes, bro. It's gonna be bad.
The shithead heel, the shithead ironic heel. That's like I don't wrestle because I don't have to. I don't wrestle because I'm too good for this crowd.
Nobody. Listen, if Kenny Omega was wrestling when he had 4 belts on him, what makes you think I'm going to sit here and let you have 1 title and you not wrestle? You're fucking stupid. All right?
It's really bad.
Watching, like, it's really bad. Most of us was here for the fucking belt collector run. fight.
It,
Get in the fucking ring.
it's like it's sad because I want to like the. We're back at it again. It's sad because I want to like the Young Bucks. I really do.
Yes.
I want to like the Young Bucks so bad. I think they're very funny, but
they're fucking hilarious.
But
like, oh my god,
that's not necessarily something that's important when it comes to my tag champions.
Exactly.
So let's fucking wrestle every once in a while.
Like,
By every once in a while, I mean twice a month at the very least.
Please, there's. Let's see. There's about 4 weeks. Let's say it was about 4 weeks, and yeah. We'll say because on average, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks a month. So that's about 24 to 30 shows, maybe. You know, somewhere in there.
Wait, what?
You can't wrestle. Well, no, I'm tweaking. Oh my god, that's days. I'm fucking tweaking. There's like it's like 15 shows, like 15 shows.
Yeah,
12 to 15 shows.
Like 24.
You can't wrestle. You can't wrestle on 2 fucking shows. 3. What the fuck? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I want to like the Young Bucks, but they have given me no reason to like them in the past. Like 2 years. They've been pretty bad. So like, listen, I don't want to post another "Is this the Young Bucks legacy game?" tweet, but I might have to get those fuckers to wake up.
Yeah. It's crazy because like it was around this time last year where I think you posted that tweet.
No, it was before. It was fucking Full Gear.
It was
around Full Gear when I posted. Well, am I insane? No, it was. Yeah, it was around Full Gear. So I might have to do it again.
Yeah, you might have to do it again. You might have to.
So yeah. Anyways, Patriarchy are the new trios champions. The ROH trios titles are vacated, so we'll see what happens with those. I'm pretty intrigued. I would like for them to bring in like, just do what you did last year, bro. Bring in fucking Bad Dude Tito, Kosei Fujita, and Shane Haste to wrestle for fuck it. Bring in Mikey this year. Bring in Mikey, to wrestle. I don't know. Who's a trio that they could wrestle in ROH?
I'll do CMLL trio.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sweet. Or they could, you brought up FTR and Tommy Billington as a trio, and I just run that. Fuck it. Okay. Who wins? Right. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, so that was the end of Collision.
Oh.
Whoa.
They did show Lance Archer on the show.
You're right. He was beating the shit out of some local talent.
Yeah. I don't know what he's gonna do, but hey, we kind of miss you over here.
Yeah, we kind of miss seeing you. We kind of miss seeing you terrorize children. Yeah. So like, Tony Khan, let's get a consistent.
I gotta realize he wasn't in the G1 this year. That's crazy. He's been in G1 since like 2018, 2019. He's been in the G1. It's crazy. That's wrong.
Well, whoa. Hopefully that means that we'll get a consistent Lance Archer run, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, something like that.
That's not with the Righteous. Tokyo Joshi Professional Wrestling. I'll just briefly go over some matches that I watched. I didn't watch the whole show, but Aja Kong beat the shit out of Shoko Nakajima in a pretty good fucking match. I found it pretty funny that afterwards Aja Kong like shook her hand. It was like, get stronger, get better. Like she was like a rookie. Shoko's like 33, so like it's pretty beast up. Daisy Monkey retained the fucking Princess Tag Team titles. God bless. And then
Miyu Watanabe, they had new gear.
Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Miyu Watanabe defeated Rika Tatsumi in a mostly good match, is what I put on my sheet. Yeah, I mean, I thought the finish was a little meh. I think they could have built to it a little better, but the match overall was still good. I hope they run it back at some point. I would like for them to get a better showing, I guess.
Oh,
Uh,
there. I'm gonna. Well, no. Did you watch it? There was a tag match. Miyu, Yamashita, and Maki Ito versus Emi
oh
Sakura
yeah,
and Mizuki. That match.
I had it on in the
Oh,
background.
that match was good. That
Was
match
it?
was good. Love
Okay.
that match. Yes, it was good. It was good.
So go watch that if
So
you didn't watch it.
yeah, yeah. I'll watch
DDT Peter Pan. Then Shoku
that.
Dino defeated Senshiro Takagi. Sorry. Fucking Kota Ibushi was out. Just doing his sequences, throwing out standing moonsaults. He looked good. I do
She
not.
did.
I do not want to get burnt by this again. But he looked good. The abs are there.
Mhm. When he did his Pele kick, his foot went like pretty fucking high. He kind of missed the Pele kick because he
He did.
put his foot too high. So it was like a Pele knee.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's looking a bit crazy. He's looking a bit
I
hey.
don't listen. I don't need Kota Ibushi to be back to fucking
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't need to
G1
have the.
run. Kota
Yeah, I was gonna
Ibushi.
say
I do not
he
need
does
that.
not need to carry the company on his
I
back and knees.
saw a picture recently of how
Uh-huh.
he looked during that G1 run. Oh my! Like I knew he looked crazy,
Yeah.
but like,
Oh yeah.
my god!
You
Like
when like
he was
the
on a stack.
yeah, the G1 run when he had and also when he had the two titles like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, he was cracked out his mind. Fucking ridiculous.
unbelievable.
Yes.
This okay. I'm a little confused because after the match, Kota Ibushi cut a promo, essentially
Mhm.
asking to be let back into DDT.
Mhm.
But then, Senshiro Takagi,
Mhm.
the commentary team said something along the lines of that he was asking for one more match with Ibushi. I don't know if that's the case. I could be wrong.
Mm.
I'm a little confused. I think like this was supposed to be his retirement match, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess
Mm.
I'm a white man and I know no other language but English. So we'll see. Konosuke Takeshita and Masato Tanaka really just went
Hey.
out there and did the damn thing. Okay.
Hey.
Tanaka, I know, like, I haven't watched him in recent years. He still is a fucking
He's a madman.
machine.
He's crazy. He's crazy.
Shoot
How
headbutts,
old how old
superplexes.
is
He's like
Tanaka?
50. Check for
Okay.
me real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Mm, Sato 51.
Yeah, bro. He's 51. He looks light years ahead of Tetsuya Naito, and Tetsuya Naito's like 43.
He's like 40s, like early 40s. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I just like Blue Thunder Bomb through the table. Fucking like I said, shoot headbutts, superplexes, whole lot of strikes. Just this is a fucking great match. Masato Tanaka, I need him like I feel like it can only be a matter of time until he is in an AEW ring doing something. Tony Khan is too much of an ECW mark for that not to happen. He should have a match versus Brody King. That would be fucking amazing.
He's trying to get that Mike Awesome versus Tanaka match, man. He really was.
Don't expose me. Listen,
He
bro.
really was
They
that
brought
bad.
out the fucking table last night and they were on the apron and I was like,
Uh-huh. Do it.
do it.
Do it.
Bring it
Do
back. They did an updated version of it. They did the Blue Thunder Bomb, like I said. So
Yeah, the Blue Thunder Bomb, yeah, that's pretty
I'm
crazy.
chilling. It was sick, but
Mm.
come on. Chris Brooks and El Desperado had a ridiculous match. A lot of staples going on. I've never seen this. I don't think it's a regular DDT thing. They had like the plastic bins
Mhm.
and like I've never seen that. Just that first of all. But then like they did the spot where they had like Despy set them up as in like a pyramid, and then got
Mhm.
slammed into them, and they broke wonderfully. It looked awesome. It sounded great as well. Like more companies should do that. It doesn't look. I mean, if they could fill them with something and then break it, I feel like it might
Oh,
be cooler. But uh, yeah, it was a fucking sick match. Despy got his mask removed, which I simultaneously don't love because masks are sacred, but also that man is gorgeous. So
uh,
I'm not gonna sit here and like complain too much. So yeah, I mean, fucking great match. I haven't watched Yuki versus Mao yet. Did you watch it? No. I know Yuki won. It seems to be pretty highly rated on Cage Match, so I'll go back and watch it eventually.
what's that long it was?
Huh?
I'm gonna see how long it was.
I think it was like
I mean,
25 minutes. Could be wrong. Um, but yeah, that was the weekend. Uh, I guess a little tidbit of news before we go into Dynamite. At least what's coming up on Dynamite briefly. Bobby Lashley has been removed from the internal rosters of the WWE Double E.
double E.
So this clearly means that he's leaving. Obviously, no shit. But where the fuck does he go from here, brother? Are we gonna see Bob Lash,
Bro.
the Almighty One, walk out on AEW Dynamite with MVP and Ricochet and the Hurt Business is what I'm trying to put out there. Please, I think Bobby Lashley is like actually fucking awesome. So
I don't know how you don't run Bobby Cody.
that's
There's not
crazy.
one.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, really,
to me.
like people were. I think Ibu actually said it. The Cody match and the Roman match are kind of like the two. Like you didn't run those really. I don't even think the Roman match would have been that good. But as far as like box office, not box office. I don't know.
Yeah.
As far as like matchups go, I feel like it was pretty obvious. Like it's right there. So yeah, I mean, Bobby versus Masaki Tamiya. Holy fuck. Bobby versus Ishii.
Just seen someone post or no, he posted 4 hours ago, but fucking they posted a video of when Bobby Lashley was in CMLL.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, he wrestled Ultimo.
Oh no, I
for,
did see that. I saw somebody talking about that as well.
I'm gonna have to watch that match.
Yeah. Listen, Bobby Lashley outside of the WWE once again.
Yo, hey, when he's not in the WWE, he's the fucking.
I still think he's fucking. I think he's still awesome in WWE. But
yeah,
now that he's gone,
he definitely was. Now that he's
let's get busy, bro.
Hey, look, Oleg.
Oh
the new
yeah,
man over the seas.
Oh yeah.
Name Oleg Bolton.
Let's get it done. Just don't
Let's
go to
get it
TNA.
done.
Please don't go to TNA. Oh my god, don't go to TNA.
Please don't go to TNA.
You're
There's
too good for that.
Oleg, Hanare. There's a couple guys over there I need you to see.
They're doing fucking Montreal Screwjob redemption arcs in TNA. Don't go there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, seek it out. I'm not talking to the audience, our huge audience.
I forgot basketball kids.
So yeah, what's coming up on Dynamite though? What's going on there? Do you have it up at all?
Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts is happening on Wednesday.
Sheeta and Baker. Mariah May is gonna squash someone like crazy. And unfortunately, Chris Jericho versus
Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah.
For the FTW title. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough watch. Maybe even a I'm not watching this kind of thing.
I'll watch Minoru's entrance, turning it off.
So yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Is there anything else we want to talk about that you know of? Let me get a look at my timeline real quick, see if it reminds you of anything.
If you well, I mean, we're probably going to talk about it on Thursday, but just some things to look forward to. Of course, we have ROH. We gonna have G1 that same night is Dynamite. They're going to be taping Rampage as well that night.
Yep.
So, and they're calling it Royal Rampage. So there might be something special in that card.
Ooh,
We don't know
isn't that
yet.
like
That's usually where they do
that's like the fucking
something,
the
some
Battle
type of,
Royal.
yeah.
It's the one that like Brody won to when they get the shot against
Yeah.
Mox. So like, are they gonna run something between, like, run something, for Swerve between now and All In is what it seems like.
I would hope so. They get
Who do we
little,
want to fucking win that? Who's that? Holy shit! Has me excited.
Ooh, Swerve. Who do I want to fight Swerve right now? Or not right now, but in like a week. Yeah, probably next week. Where are they at next week? Let's see.
Yeah, it'll probably end up being like the next week. Yeah.
They are. Are they in North Carolina? Oh, they are. They're in Winston-Salem. Ooh.
Damn. Let me pull up the roster really quickly. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. Honestly, in this spot, I would have preferred, like, if he wasn't injured, I would say like Hobbs.
Hobbs would have been nice, yeah.
Yeah, Hobbs would be very cool. I seen someone say like if they bring in Bobby Lashley, they should have him tag with Hobbs.
Oh wait, that could be the Ricochet spot as well. Well, they wouldn't do that on Rampage. I'm stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, nah, they wouldn't do that on Rampage.
Do Bandito. Do
Mortos.
You could do Mortos. That'd be beast. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah. Do Mortos. Yeah.
There's always Claudio, as always, forever and always.
Forever.
Literally forever. I'm scrolling through the roster page, and there's not anybody that's either not injured or just they'll just look bad. There's Mox, obviously, but he's doing battle art stuff. There's Juice Robinson. Shibata's there.
Cash Wheeler
Shibata's
call today. Cash
hey,
Wheeler call today. Yeah, Cash Wheeler call.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh.
Lance Archer.
Lance Archer. Yeah.
Let's do
Ishii. Roddy.
Ishii would be. Ishii is probably the right answer.
Yeah.
That's probably the right answer. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll go more in depth about what's coming up on the weekend on that episode, and we'll talk about Dynamite. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Show your mother. Later.